is Wilderson again for another episode. Thank you so much for being watching. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Today's video I want to talk about energy, alright? This thing you have inside you that makes you do some things that without energy you couldn't do it. Like, I don't know, I can think of nothing right now. Anyway, energy, man. You need to use energy when you're learning English, learning new phrases or new words. You have to use energy. I learned this from an English professor, English teacher called Hoge. I talk about him in my video about my references, and this guy, it's so awesome. Well, I've learned this technique from him a long time ago in the early days of my study, and it really helped me to improve my English and still help it. What is this? What is to use energy in your learning? Well, let's talk about memories, alright? So when you're a child, when you're a kid, you had bad situations, bad experiences, and good experiences, right? But you know that there are some things that you can remember about your childhood, and there are some things you simply cannot. They're just gone. You don't even remember. Your mom tells you, hey, you remember when you were a kid you did that? And you say, I don't remember that. It's normal, right? The memories we can remind are the same memories that we experienced with a very strong emotion. It was kind of a very good experience or a very bad experience. You had to use energy to avoid something bad, or you had to use energy to experience something good. Let's say you remember a lot of parties when you were in high school. You used to go to your friend's house and have parties, and you remember every single party, but you cannot remember the English class, or you cannot remember the history class. Why don't you remember the history class? It's because in the parties you used a lot of emotion, energy to jump, to sing, to dance. In the history class or in the English class, you sleep. You see the difference? That's why you remember some things in your life, and that's why you don't remember some things in your life. It's because it's all about the energy you used in that moment. So when you're learning English and you are like, you take a book and you're like, another page, and you spend 1 hour and you say to yourself, I study 1 hour of English a day, I study 2 hours a day, and you're studying like, and then you throw the book away and start doing something else. You take your book back and start again, and then now you have to, let's say some words, and you're like, fire, book, another flower. That's the wrong way to do it. You're not using energy. It's gonna be very hard for you to remember this when you need to talk with someone. How I think you should do that. Take a damn book, read, alright, you're learning new words. Now you have to say these words or the phrases. I'm going to pick some words. Fire, book, flower. Don't say fire, say fire with emotion, alright? You have to make it up. You have to make it up. Maybe you're not in that mood already, but you have to figure out a way. I'll pretend that I've never heard this word before, and it's so amazing, and I'm going to use a lot of energy here. So the other word, book, wow, book, and fire, you know, and it has a lot of tones and different ways to say this word. Flower. You know what? When I have the opportunity to talk with someone, I remember all these words because I used a lot of energy when I was learning them. So this is my advice for you today. And don't spend your time learning individual words, right? Try to use these words in a phrase. Create a phrase like book, a phrase with book. The book's on the table. No, No, that's bullshit. Let's say another word like this book's good. This book isn't good. This book is amazing. And don't say this book's amazing. Say it. This book is amazing. This book is amazing. This book is amazing. This book is bullshit. You know, use energy. If you have to jump while saying the word jump, I used to do that when I'm learning English. I jump and say the word at the same time. It's going to help you a lot. It's going to improve your English very faster. You will notice the difference. This is the tip for today's video, and I thank you so much for being watching till now. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, or whatever you want to do, just do it. Well, I'll see you the next time, see you in the next video. Peace out and bye bye.